and welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's Monday, June 17th. You're watching News 2 on VIA Channel 4 and 504. I'm Leslie Camis-Young. Topping our stories tonight, with the confirmation process behind them, it was finally time on Monday to swear in 12 of Governor Bryant's cabinet members. On Monday, the 12 Senate-approved cabinet members, along with their family and friends, witnessed their confirmation to officially become part of the Bryant administration's leadership team. News 2's James Gardner has the story.
Most of the governor's cabinet took the oath of office on Monday. The swearing-in ceremony, which took place at the University of the Virgin Islands Sport and Fitness Center, was packed with friends, family, and well-wishers. 12 officials took the oath. Kurt Callwood for the Department of Finance, Denise George, Attorney General, Jennifer O'Neill, Director of OMB, Raquel Barry Benjamin, Commissioner of Education, Nelson Petty, Commissioner of Public Works, Anthony Thomas, Commissioner of Property and Procurement, Joseph Bashelti, Commissioner of Tourism, Jean-Pierre Oriel, Commissioner of Planning and Natural Resources, Dana Clendenin, Director, Division of Personnel, Daryl George, Director of VI Fire Services, Winnie Testamark, Director of Bureau of Corrections, and Patrick Farrell, Director of Veteran Affairs. Lieutenant Governor Tregenza Roach began the ceremony with a challenge for the newly sworn-in officials.
And so what I want to do about it, and what I charge the cabinet and the governor and myself, is that we have to be the leaders in restoring, upbringing, dignity, and respect and regard to these public offices. We have to conduct ourselves in such a way that we deserve the dignity and respect of each and every person in this community. And if each of them, thank you.
Chief Justice Reese Hodge administered the oath of office, and then each official was pinned by the governor and got to address the audience.
And I'm glad to be serving the people of the Virgin Islands in this capacity and serving the governor and the people of the Virgin Islands.
I thank the governor and Lieutenant Governor who selected me for this position. It is indeed an honor. And of course, I thank my family at the Department of Justice, my DOJ family, but I'm always proud and I always say that that's the best team. And together as a team, we can really face all of the challenges that we have, and we're going to have a lot of triumphs too.
I am committed to work for the people of the Virgin Islands with integrity and transparency. My mom and my dad, who sit in there, they've been a perfect example for me, and I can't but thank them.
Then the governor addressed the new cabinet members and talked about leadership.
But there's a difference between management and leadership. You see, you were charged today as where the buck stops for education, general, wherever your department may be. You are the last man on the line between the people of the Virgin Islands and all the perils that can come our way, as well as the opportunities. So you not only have to be a manager in your office, but you have to be a leader of the staff and a leader of the people.
For News 2, this is James Gardner.
Cabinet designees being sworn in Tuesday on St. Croix are Positive T.A. Nelson, Agriculture Commissioner, Gary Malloy, Labor Commissioner, Justa E. Encarnacion, Health Commissioner, Joel A. Lee, Internal Revenue Bureau Director, Barbara Jackson McIntosh, Motor Vehicles Bureau Director, and Kyle Fleming, Virgin Islands Energy Office Director. Turning our attention to the crime report, police on St. Croix are investigating another shooting at Cokie Point, and that is on St. Thomas, on Sunday, June 16th, around 12:30 a.m. in the morning. Officers responded to reports of an unknown individual laying on the public roadway area of Koki Point. They found a black unknown male who sustained a gunshot wound to the lower abdomen. Now, the victim was transported to the Schneider Regional Medical Center for treatment. He remains in stable condition at this time. This case is presently under investigation by the Criminal Investigations Bureau. If you have any information, you are urged to call 774-2211 or Crime Stoppers VI at 1-800-222-TIPS, or you can call 911. Also on St. Thomas, another shooting. This one occurred on June 13th around 10:30 p.m. Officers were dispatched to the area of the Chicken Fry in Comprince's-Gata after 911 received reports of a gunshot victim. The victim was transported via ambulance to the Schneider Medical Regional Center. According to the victim, he was walking eastward on the sidewalk in the area of the Jewish cemetery, which is right next to the Western Cemetery, when he saw a vehicle drive by heading east. Multiple shots were fired from the vehicle as it drove past him. The victim sustained a gunshot wound to the back. This case is also under investigation by the Criminal Investigations Bureau. If you have any information, you are urged to call 774-2211 or Crime Stoppers VI at 1-800-222-TIPS, or you can call 911. After a brief search, police have arrested a St. Croix man in connection with a shooting death on Saturday, June 15th. On that day, around 3:30 a.m., 37-year-old Carlos Enrique Diaz was shot and killed in front of the Anna's Bar in La Grande Princess. He was last seen with Edward Paul, aka Eggnog, age 42. The next day, June 16th, around 3 in the afternoon, Edward Paul was arrested at his residence in Estate Tulipan Welcome in Christiansted without incident, according to police. Paul was charged with first-degree murder, assault first and third degree, unauthorized possession of a firearm, possession of ammunition, reckless endangerment, first degree, and aiming and discharging a firearm. No bail was set. Edward Paul was transported to the Golden Grove Detention Center. Coming up next, highlights from the King of the Wing on St. Thomas, plus more community initiatives by the United Way. We'll be right back. Welcome back. On Saturday, thousands of people flocked to Magens Bay on St. Thomas for the 10th annual King of the Wing competition. About 35 competitors got grilling at 12 noon, trying to serve up winning chicken wing entries. At the end of the day, JJ Divers took home the best prize for overall, and the team also won first place in the non-restaurant division. Now, Chef Taj of Buddha Sushi claimed first place in the restaurant division. The local chef's entry also won him the chance to compete in celebrity guest Drew Crease's 2019 Chicken Wing Fest in Buffalo, New York on Labor Day weekend. Tappan Still took second place in the restaurant division, while Sips on the Mountain finished third. In the non-restaurant category, the Box Bar came in second place, while Golden Age Ranch came in third. There was a lot of entertainment in store, and it certainly turned out to be a day for family and friends to have a good time. Here's more from that event.
It's for a community cause. This is where everybody, part of our community, comes out and provides us with their favorite wing recipe, and we all get an opportunity to sample. So right now I am in the sampling state of mind, and I am enjoying every single bite of it.
Welcome back to King of the Wing 2019. This is your defending champs, My Brothers Workshop, Cafe and Bakery, and we got two wings here today. We got WBC wings, which is a wild bacon chipotle wing, and also we got our new MBW Caribbean Confusion, and they are beautiful, beautiful sauces. We're looking to take the win again today.
And we are down here at King of the Wings having an amazing time. This year is the 10th anniversary of King of the Wings. All of the proceeds that we get from this event is going to Junior Achievement, and Junior Achievement is an organization that teaches young people about entrepreneurship, work readiness, and financial literacy.
This is Tony Romano, owner of Romano's Restaurant. I'm also an artist, and I can tell you right here at King of the Wings, It's amazing, and TV2 is covering every aspect of this incredible event. I love TV2, and if you're not here, the King of the Wings, get on down. From Tony Rowe to you.
Congratulations to all the winners. On Thursday, the community was able to get a closer look into the operations of the UVI Research and Technology Park. The park's leadership hosted a forum at UVI's last week, and they were addressing topics like the benefits of the RT Park program and its new accelerator program for early stage tech companies. The UVI RT Park aims to develop a technology sector and strengthen the entrepreneurial ecosystem in the territory. Tenants at the park get tax incentives in return for certain requirements, including local employment quotas. We spoke to RT Park executives, including Executive Director Peter Chapman, about the RT Park's value to the community. Here's more on that.
The reason the RT Park had the community briefing is basically because we needed people to know who we are. Most people, when you say, oh, I work at the RT Park, they say, what's the RT Park? What do you do over there? And we felt that the community really didn't know what we did, how we do what we do, and what importance it might be to them and to the community.
What we do in a nutshell is we attract technology companies and entrepreneurs to the territory, and we help to grow and expand existing technology and knowledge-based firms so that at the end of the day, we have a vibrant economy that provides very important benefits, including jobs, for local Virgin Islanders.
I think it's a really good initiative for all the entrepreneurship, all the companies that are starting. I think it's a really good initiative that they have for them, and we're really happy. I'm really happy representing VIA as a client, as a partner, and supporting this good group of people that is willing to do a lot for the new businesses. So I believe it's going to bring a lot of benefits to the Virgin Islands, especially to the new businesses.
In 2008, United Way of the Virgin Islands initiated a 10-year program designed to improve education and cut the number of high school dropouts. They promote healthy lives and increase by 1/3 the number of youth and adults to avoid risky behaviors, as well as help people achieve financial stability. The organization is getting closer to their goals and opening a space to push their community initiatives. Here's more on that.
Island of St. Thomas, we're actually groundbreaking on our multi-purpose center that we have at Niski Center. So that will actually be also catering to after-school programs, also adult education programs. We'll be also introducing a food bank. So we'll actually have where people can come in and actually be able to get certain supplies from us that are still struggling as well. And then we're doing more programs, hopefully, to draw seniors in and do things to help with seniors and make it an open, active space. So if community members need a meeting room or something that they need to use, be it a church group, be it a fraternity or sorority, we'll actually have meeting spaces open for them, so it's going to serve our community. So we're working on simple things to get it out into the community so people see the United Way's effect and our real impact that we're trying to do. Outside of all the other things that we do, but something more that we are putting our flag into the ground and saying, hey, we are here, and this is what we're bringing to the community and to the territory.
Now, if somebody wanted to help, somebody wanted to get involved and volunteer or donate, how do they do that?
Perfect. Go onto our website, www.unitedwayusvi.org. You can click on the volunteer tab, and you can send an email to our staff, and they'll get in touch with you about volunteer opportunities.
The Kashi Dance Company from Canada performed this past weekend and utilized audio excerpts from political leaders in Jamaica, as well as dancehall songs that have offensive anti-homosexuality messages to examine paradoxes in West Indian culture. The performance art piece challenges the audience members to think about the stigmas of homosexuality. News 2 reporter Stephanie Brown has that report.
In observance of a Gay Pride Week on St. Croix, a contemporary dance group led by noted Jamaican dancer and choreographer Chris Walker addresses deep-rooted homophobia in West Indian culture. The performance art piece, Facing Home, utilizes music from the renowned reggae singer Bob Marley. Choreographers Kevin Ormsby and Chris Walker say that they are exploring the consciousness and value system of Caribbean people and utilizing dance movements synonymous with the African and Caribbean diaspora to hopefully move people towards love and redemption.
It's created to look at how are Caribbean people actually actualizing themselves beyond the homophobia, beyond misogyny. So it addresses many things in the Caribbean context as a work.
Facing Home has been performed in 4 different countries. This past weekend's performance utilized audio excerpts from political leaders in Jamaica, as well as dancehall songs that have offensive anti-homosexuality messages. The performance art piece shows paradoxes in West Indian culture and challenges the audience to think about the stigmas of homosexuality.
So I really like the piece, and with me being actually a heterosexual man, it's even more dynamic because I had to figure out what was my place inside of this. And it took me back to informing, like, I allow for things to happen as well, which I can also be part of the problem. So I had to even check myself. I'm like, I remember times where I might have not been the one insulting or doing the mess, but I also watched it and did nothing to stop it. So I think if we just continue to inform people, you don't have to be a part of the gay community, you don't have to be a part of the straight community. We want us all to be a part of the human community, and I think that's what this piece is bringing about.
Joseph Best of the St. Croix Pride Organization extended the invite to the dance group and received financial assistance from the Virgin Islands Council of the Arts. With funding, a well-known and talented Virgin Islands dancer was able to both train and perform with the acclaimed dance group, which includes the upcoming show on St. Croix.
But I was in Canada for 3 weeks rehearsing for the show, and while I was there, I did a performance with the group. Within my first 3 days of being there, I did a performance with the group immediately, as quick as possible, and then the remainder of my time there, I learned the rest of the choreography that I will be performing Saturday and Sunday.
A number of other St. Croix Pride activities will run until June 22nd. For News 2, I'm Stephanie Shalana Brown.
Stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.
Well, good evening. AccuWeather meteorologist Chris Nallen here. We'll look at the forecast. We're talking about some relatively quiet weather in and around the Caribbean, but we have been seeing some waves of energy coming in from the east, so there are ones to watch, but nothing too crazy as of yet. But it is that season, so starting to see things bubble up across the Atlantic Ocean. But notice here we are, say around Puerto Rico, the Leeward Islands. There have been some showers around, though, and clouds passing through. So keep that in mind, that there will be some occasional clouds giving way to those showers that spike up anywhere and last from 15 to, say, 30 minutes. And then drier weather has been across, say, the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. So for tonight, right around the overnight lows we go. How about 80 degrees under mainly clear skies, that is. Overall dry weather for St. John's as we head into the day tomorrow. Mostly sunny, but it will be a bit breezy too, and very warm with those highs topping out into the upper 80s. And St. Thomas for tomorrow will be mostly sunny, still on the breezy side, and quite warm with those daytime highs into the upper 80s. So one of those days, you want to hit the beaches, that is certainly going to be nice weather for that with dry conditions. St. Croix, beautiful spot, breezy with that sunshine. Again, temperatures once again into the upper 80s. So very warm stuff. Make sure you wear that SPF 30 plus. That sunshine is strong. Doesn't take much to get a burn there. Out on the water, some good news is we have waves that are up around 3 to 5 feet. Breezy winds too, but as of right now, not experiencing any advisories on the Atlantic side. As for the Caribbean side, pretty much similar setup here. No advisories, winds at about east 15 to 20 knots, 3 to 5 feet on the water. As we look forward into time, though, it will be breezy with some sunshine through your Thursday. Looks to remain very dry and nice and warm. Temperatures will be into the upper 80s.
Thank you for that. Coming up next, sports with Gary Anthony when we return.
I'm Gary Anthony, and this is News 2 Sports. It was a trade heard around the world, maybe the universe. The New Orleans Pelicans have finally shipped all-universe power forward Anthony Davis to the Los Angeles Lakers. Here are the details. The Lakers get the 26-year-old superstar, and the Pelicans get the following: guard Lonzo Ball, forward Brandon Ingram, shooting guard Josh Hart, and 3 first-round picks, including this year's number 4 pick, which is going to be happening in the draft on Thursday. And there is no truth to the rumor that the Lakers also offered the Hollywood sign. LeBron James is now the happiest man in Lakerland. Not only does he get a bona fide superstar to play with, but with the recent uncertainty surrounding the Golden State Warriors, many are calling the Lakers the team to beat out west next season. Stay tuned. On to the FIBA Women's World Cup, where Team USA followed their destruction of Thailand with a 3-0 win over Chile yesterday afternoon in France. Carly Lloyd scored in her 6th straight World Cup game, setting a World Cup record. Next up for the U.S. is Sweden, on Thursday at 5 p.m. on Fox. If you're lucky enough to be a Viaplay customer, that's Channel 9 and 509 in HD. That's it for sports. Leslie, back to you.
Thanks for that, Gary. And on a personal note, thank you to all the folks in the BVI, Premier Andrew Forey for hosting Virgin Islanders that came up from the USVI for the big show this weekend. It was safe and uneventful, and thank you all. That's it for our show tonight. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube and on VIAC Channel 4 and 504 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Follow us on social media. Tag us on any stories you want to see on the news, or send us a message on Messenger. You can also email us at newsdirector@tv2.vi. Thanks again for joining us on News 2. I'm Leslie Camisiang, and we'll see you next time.